Do you know that you're such a loser? I mean, you are already 42 years old. You don't have any kids and you're not even married. You're a total failure. I mean, don't you still live at your home with our parents? I can't believe that you're the older sister and yet, compared to your, younger sister, you're a complete loser. All you do is stay at all home all day and live off our parents' hard-earned money while you don't contribute anything at all. How can you even live with yourself when that's your life? Don't you think that that's just totally pathetic? You really are useless, you know that.
Joanne, it had been so long since I last heard from you that I was beginning to hope that you had finally given up on ever wanting to talk to me again. But I guess you were just waiting to come at me with a whole slew of new insults, weren't you? I guess I can't really say that I'm surprised at you for doing this, though. But it's okay, because that means that I can't say that I didn't see it coming either. So if this is all you have to say to me, I hope we can make this quick.
Aw, poor little loser. Did you really think that you could get rid of me that easily? You think that just because you're single that your little sister would forget all about you? Don't you worry. I was thinking for so long about how sad and lonely and pathetic you must feel about yourself all the time. Not only that, but unlike you, I've been very, very busy raising my children, something that you are never, ever going to have to do in a million years because you can't have kids.
Is that what you've been busy with? Well, I guess you deserved this little break to insult me then, didn't you?
Even through text, I can almost see you shaking with rage as you type the last message. You make it way too easy to get under your skin. Do you know that?
No, it's not that. It's just that I really don't have time to waste on you if all you're going to do is talk down to me.
Well, then don't you worry, because that isn't the only thing that I wanted to talk to you about. The thing is that my family and I are thinking of moving back into my parents' house. So what do you think about that, huh?
Hold on a second. All of you are going to come and live here again? Why? What happened to bring this on all of a sudden? Do you seriously think that you can just show up at the house unannounced and move in because you say so? Because that is not how that is going to work. Do you understand me?
Oh, come on now. You make it sound like I'm being some kind of completely unreasonable monster for something like that. The truth is that I'm actually about to have my 5th child. Pretty amazing, don't you think? Do you even know anyone who has 5 kids? I seriously doubt it. It's almost ironic, isn't it? I get all the kids while you get none. Sometimes the universe just likes to play cruel little jokes on the losers in this world, huh? But anyways, I'm telling you this so that you know that it's time for you to pack up your bags and leave now.
Oh, well, congratulations on the 5th child then. I guess some kind of celebration should be in order or something, right? And your husband must be happy since this is the first child that you're having with him. Isn't that right?
And just what is that supposed to mean, huh? It's fine. You don't have to answer that. It's clear that you're just jealous and trying to rain on my parade is all.
And aren't I allowed to do that after the way that you've treated me over the years? Why are you the only one that gets to insult me? Besides, you're the one who thinks that you can kick me out of the house just because you're having another child.
Well, that's exactly right. This is going to be my 5th child, so it's important that my husband and I have enough space for everyone to run around. And since you're not going to be pumping out any kids anytime soon, you can go ahead and just move out, you fat, ugly cow.
There you go again, thinking that you can give me orders while you insult me. Just what makes you think that I'm going to listen to you if you treat me like this? Do you really think that I'm just going to bend over backwards to give you whatever it is that you want? That isn't going to happen. Just because I'm not married and don't have any kids doesn't mean that I don't have a role to play in this house. I mean, you do realize that I'm the one taking care of our parents, don't you? Do you really think that you and your husband taking care of all 5 of your kids are going to be able to give mom and dad the care they need at their age? And do you really think that mom and dad are going to go along with kicking out me, their live-in nurse, just so that you can invade their home? I mean, all that is going to do is make so much more work for them. I bet you were hoping that you would get to use mom and dad as a free babysitting service, right? Well, I can tell you right now that they don't want that at all, and you're being delusional if you think that's what's going on.
Whoa, you must be really thinking that the world revolves around your lonely, childless self, don't you? How dare you think that you can tell me what I can and can't do? And how dare you try and speak for our parents too?
I'm trying to speak for anyone but myself, but the fact of the matter is that I've been living here for years and I am much more in tune with what our parents want than you are.
You're always like that. You always think that just because you're the older sister that you can boss me around as if we're kids or something like that. Do you not understand that I'm literally pregnant with my 5th child right now? I'm ready to burst any moment now, basically. How dare you try and turn away a poor mother just wanting a home for her children and family, all so that you can continue not to pay any rest at all?
I didn't ever say anything about being the older sister at all. You were the one who brought that up right now. What are you even talking about?
There you go again, making excuses and trying to take back what you said as if you didn't already say it. But let's just go over the facts of matter at hand here. I have 5 kids and you have none. I have had 3 husbands and you have had none. So basically, that makes me the better daughter of the 2 of us. And that means that you need to give up the house to me right now.
I don't even know if you're reading the messages that I'm sending you anymore, but you are clearly just deluded if you think any of what you're saying means anything. All I'm saying is that if you show up to mom and dad's place one day with all your kids and your husband in tow, that they are not going to be happy with you. Why are you so intent on being a burden to our parents when they're this old already?
You still just don't get it at all, do you? Then again, I guess a single barren shrew like you couldn't get it really.
What don't I get? What on earth could you possibly be talking about now?
The only person who's here is causing any trouble for our parents. The only person holding them back, ruining their retirement, and ruining their lives is you, Amy. You're nothing but a parasite in that house, and you're literally sucking the life out of mom and dad before their very eyes. I can see it clearly as they too. But you're the one deluding that yourself, you're just helping them. But the truth is that you're the one that's bad here, not me. I'm just trying to do what's best for my family. Don't you get that?
You know, Joanne, I am sure that you are the only person who feels that way about me. Because I am sure that if you went and asked mom and dad, they would not call me a parasite.
Are you really sure about that? Is that the case? Or is it just that they're too sweet to hurt your feelings and too feeble to realize what is it that you're doing to them? You really think that they enjoy having their eldest daughter unmarried and childless around them all the time? You really need to grow up and face the facts.
How dare you tell me not to speak for mom and dad when you are pretending to know what they're thinking and keeping inside them? I have no idea where you are getting any of these ideas from, but I am just getting sick and tired of you treating me like this.
Well, it's only going to get worse for you because all of our bags are packed here and we are going to be headed over to the house tomorrow.
Hold on a second. You all are going to be arriving here tomorrow? But there's not even a room here ready for one guest, let alone a whole family like yours.
Well, then I guess you had better make sure that there is by the time we get there, or else things are going to get much worse for you, I can assure you that. And don't forget to pack your bags too, because we are not going to be sharing that house with someone like you. Do you understand me?
Why do you always have to talk to me like this? Why can't we ever just have a nice, polite conversation where you don't insult me with every other message that you send, huh?
I wouldn't have to insult all the time if you would just shut up and listen to me like you ought to. Anyways, I've told you our schedule. You better make sure that everything is ready for us by the time we get there, or else. Got it?
Joanne, I am trying to tell you that this is not going to work out. You and your family can't come and live here. Are you even reading any of these messages? I am telling you that you can't come and live here.
Well, you finally forced our hand, Amy. You weren't moving out even though we gave you more than enough warning. So I took it up upon myself to gather up all your belongings around the house and get rid of them all. Now the house is finally free of your presence and we can live here comfortably.
Excuse me? You did what? Did you really gather up my things and get rid of them? Why would you do that? What is the matter with you?
I already told you why I did it. We told you to move out. You didn't listen to us. You didn't give me any other choice. Don't you realize that? Hopefully now you realize that I was being serious and you'll move out like I told you in the first place.
You do realize that you've already pushed out our own parents out of their house too, don't you? When you showed up with all your kids and your husband, you put way too much on Mom and Dad's plate all at once. You put the house into such chaos that I couldn't even do the things I normally would to take care of them.
And just whose fault is that for not thinking of a solution to that problem before we all showed up? I don't understand why you would even bother to ask for help when you know that I'm already too busy with all my kids.
Well, that's fine, but why even come here and live in the house if you aren't going to help take care of it, or Mom and Dad who were already living here, huh?
How dare you try and talk to me like that when you're nothing but a filthy little parasite? You don't get to talk to me or boss me around. If anything, you should be apologizing to me for still even being in the house. It's all your fault that things aren't going well because you didn't listen to me when I tried to warn you that we're coming. And I know that Mom and Dad are more than happy that we're all here with them right now. Are you really telling me that they would rather live with just you over being so close to all of their grandchildren? No way.
Look, I am telling you that Mom has told me that she is really upset that you all just showed up here one day and decided that you were going to be living here, okay?
And I'm telling you that I don't buy a word of that, okay? You're nothing but a parasite and I'm not going to listen or take orders from you. I mean, you aren't married and you don't have any kids, so what do you know about living together with a family, huh? Maybe you should just have learned from my example and follow my path. But you didn't. And now, look at you. You're lonely, pathetic, and worst of all, you don't have any children at all. I have 5 kids. That makes me 5 times the daughter that you are. Got it? You're just an ugly, unwanted little nobody who is never ever going to be loved by anyone. So why don't you just leave the house already? The only ones who are going to have to leave the house are you, your husband, and all your little kids too. And just how are you going to make us do that, huh? Are you really going to ruin how happy we've made by being here all because you're upset that I've taken your place in the house? You stupid little ingrate. This is your mother speaking to you right now. Wait, what? What do you mean? Mom, is that really you? Are you texting me from Amy's phone? Oh, that's right. And Amy has shown me all of the horrible messages that you've been sending her, which means that I have seen all the cruel insults that you've been hurling at her too. Did you really think that any of this was okay? You know that I can't let you get away with this, don't you? I want you and your family to pack your things and get ready to leave. I'm going to call a friend who owns a truck and he'll move you back into your house. Wait, hold on, Mom. Are you serious about this? You aren't really just going to kick us out of here, are you? I mean, we just moved in and settled down. Besides, I thought that you would have been happy to be living with your favorite daughter and near all of your grandkids too. Of course I'm serious. I mean, did you really think that you could just barge in here and suddenly announce that you're going to be living here? Don't you think that I can't even walk properly? Your sister has here been helping me around and do things around the house this whole time. But now I can hardly even hear myself think, much less move around freely with all these people in my house. Please, you've got to be kidding me, right? This is some kind of joke. You're not really Mom. It's just Amy pretending to be you, right? Why are you asking me this via text when we're all in the same house? You can come up to my room and ask me to my face if you really want to know. In fact, do that right now. I want to talk to you right this second. In the meantime, I'm going to call my friend and have him bring his truck over. Tell your husband and children that they need to pack up all their things right now. But why would you do that? Why do you need to call your friend and ask him to bring his truck over? I don't understand. I already told you why. It's so that he can take all your crap out of my house. So then you're really serious? You're going to choose Amy over your other daughter, all your grandchildren? Do you think it's easy to get 4 children to pack up all their things and move all the way over here? We just got here. I don't care if you moved in here with a whole football team. You are all doing nothing but causing chaos and making a mess of my home, and I'm furious with you. Why are you even coming back if you're not going to do anything to help me out? I was happy to be here with your dad and Amy. But I really didn't know that. I thought that Amy was just being a parasite. I thought you would have liked to be with the family. You mean you thought you could just do this without even asking me about it first? I thought it would be a nice surprise for you, is all. Besides, I never once told you that you would be allowed to live here, and had you asked, I still would have said now. Please, you can't kick us out though. We already canceled the lease on our old place, and we don't have anywhere else to go. Well, it sounds to me like that's a problem for you and your husband to figure out amongst yourselves. But I want you all out of my house, and if you don't leave, I will make you two leave. Do you understand me? Now, I'm going to put your sister back on while I call my friend. I'm serious. If you don't start backing up right now, we will just start throwing your things outside. But you can't do that to me. It isn't fair. I was just trying to think of my family. You can understand that, right?
Hello, Joanne? It's Amy again. Well, I guess this is what you get for trying to kick me out of Mom and Dad's place without even talking to them about it first.
This isn't fair. How could Mom do this to me? I can't help if that's what she wants. I don't mind helping at all.
I really don't think that Mom wants any help from you or your children or your husband at all. I mean, do you even know the first thing about nursing?
Well, I bet I could figure it out.
And you're really just taking our own mom's life into your hands like that? You really are one of the most selfish people that I have ever met. Do you know that? I wasn't just living with Mom and Dad because I didn't have anywhere else to go. I literally went to nursing school. I learned about elder care. I have skills that they need. I wasn't being a parasite either. Mom and Dad and I had a deal where I could live with them in exchange for taking care of them like I had been.
But I thought that you were just trying to kiss up to Mom and Dad so that they would give you more of their inheritance.
If you think you're getting a penny of that at all now, then you really do need to talk to Mom. She's telling me that she's going to call her lawyer next and have you taken out of her will.
What? Would she really do that? But that isn't fair.
Also, she said if you don't start packing up your things right now, that she would call the cops and force you all out.
Oh no! How did this all come to this? This isn't fair!
In the end, Joanne and her family were able to pack up their bags and get her family moved out of Mom and Dad's place. Although her husband was furious with her, and I heard that they were going to get a divorce. After hearing about that, however, I decided to block Joanne on everything and have done my best to avoid hearing about her ever since. At this point, I just hope that her kids turn out okay with such a wreck of a mother. As for my parents and I, we decided that it would be better to move somewhere new where Joanne couldn't find us, and with more amenities for my parents.
Ella! I heard that your father's life is in danger! Hi, Charlotte. Unfortunately, yes. The doctor said that he only has about a week left. Oh, wow, I am so sorry. Thank you for your concern. I'm sure my father will be pleased to hear this. He is rich, right? Are you going to get a good amount of inheritance? What? Oh, you don't need to hide anything. Your father is rich, so he has lots of savings, right? Why does it matter to you? You understand that you married my son, right? I'm your mother-in-law, so it's common sense for you to listen to me. About what? About the inheritance. My husband didn't leave any for me, so now it's my chance. You're talking about how it's your chance, but you're not going to even get a penny. Listen to me. You are going to take care of Justin and I from now on, so that means that the inheritance will be mine. Did you contact me because you wanted to ask about this and not about my dad? Are you serious? That's because I only met him once, so why should I worry about him? You are full of shit, Charlotte. Excuse me. Are you trying to pick a fight with me? What, a fight? I'm just being honest here. I'm pretty sure anyone would feel the same way. You are so rude. Anyways, all I'm going to say is that you won't get a penny. If you have a problem with this, why don't you talk to Justin about it? Oh, don't be so cocky. You're the one that's being cocky. Oh, you know what? You're pissing me off. Yeah, whatever. I need to go back to my dad's hospital room now, so please go talk to Justin.
Can you explain to me about the inheritance again? My mom is misunderstanding something.
Yeah, I've been getting weird texts from her. I'm not surprised she's still thinking that she's getting the inheritance.
I'm so sorry about this, Ella.
It's okay. I'm actually glad that you're not like her. And also, it's my dad's decision to choose who is getting the inheritance.
Yeah, of course. I look up to your father, and I care more about the fact that he's letting me run his business. Let's hope for his recovery. Because there's no way I can take over right now.
What's the matter with you? Didn't we promise to work things out together? I wish that my dad will get better, but make him happy taking over the company.
I agree with you. Will do.
Anyways, can you explain everything to your mom before it's too late? When are you going to send me the inheritance? Hurry up! Do you not know what you've done during the funeral? Nothing? You were laughing and cheering his death during the funeral in front of our whole family who was crying. You're a piece of shit. Oh, come on, don't be rude. Who's the rude one here? You know what? I don't want to see your face ever again. Do you want Justin to divorce you? Are you threatening me? Didn't Justin talk to you about this? Oh, who cares about that? It's going to be a problem if you don't deposit money to my account because I have used quite a lot. On what? Well, I went on a shopping spree and bought a house. A house? Are you serious? Just deposit to my account, damn it! Won't do because you did something unforgivable. Ugh, are you still pissed? Will you not be if I apologize? I am so sorry for cheering and laughing at the funeral. There, I apologized. Send it to me immediately. I actually just donated it all to charity. What? We donated all of it to organizations for underprivileged children. Charity? What are you talking about? What happened to my money? It's not your money. Plus, didn't I say that you're not even going to get a penny? You're joking, right? Why would I joke about it? I talked to my dad before he passed, and he said that you won't get any. Why did you donate without my permission? What will happen to my money then? I told you 1,000,000 times already that you will not get any. Plus, I just said it's not your money, you self-centered old broad. I just wanted to live peacefully after retirement. Oh, why is this happening? I'm also in debt, so I need the money. Okay, and? Do you not understand what I said? I'm going to get endless calls from the debt collector. They might even show up at my house. Are you enjoying making me suffer? This is all your fault, you know. Justin just told me that he's tired of you. Don't you guys want to help me? We're a family. No, we're not. We talked about you, actually, and agreed to cut ties. What? That's good for you because you don't need to see me anymore. How am I supposed to enjoy life from now on? I'm not getting money, plus my own son is going to cut ties with me. Why are you asking a stranger? I really don't care how you will end up. Excuse me, don't you love me? I'm your mother-in-law. Do you think I can forgive a person who laughed and cheered during my dad's funeral? I already apologized about it. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't you donate to me, too? I'd rather use the money than donate it to you. Please help me. Don't leave me. I'm having a hard time since my husband passed, So if you two leave me, I'm screwed! Let me see. You talk down on me and lash out on me from the day I got married to Justin, and acting that way at my dad's funeral? I mean, who wants someone like you? Are you really going to leave me? Yes. Oh, we're actually going to be taking over my dad's company overseas, so we're going to be moving there. Overseas? Yes, so deal with everything by yourself, okay? Good luck! Bye! Since she spent too much money, she had to sell the house and ended up working a rather dangerous job. She tried to ask Justin for help but couldn't reach him, so she has to work her butt off every day. On the other hand, we're developing overseas business while doing charitable work and living peacefully. Her life is not the way it turned out to be, but this is the result of her own actions. Karma is a bitch.
Hey Pam, are you there? There is something that you and I should talk about. Or rather, I guess it's something more that I just need to tell you. There isn't really much talking to be done about it now that I think about it. Anyways, I just wanted to tell you that tomorrow my sister is going to come over to our house to hang out for a while.
Hold on a second, Fred. Why am I just hearing about this now? I really wish that you would have told me about this way sooner. I had no idea that anyone was going to be coming over, let alone your sister, tomorrow. I have so much that I have to prepare before she gets here. I don't have time when you tell me these things so last minute.
What are you talking about? What do you have to get ready? There isn't anything you need to prepare for my sister. Why would you even think that you need to do something like that? It doesn't make any sense.
Fred, you aren't really serious about that, right? You know that there are always some kinds of preparations to be done when someone comes over. I have to clean the house, make it at least look presentable, and try and be a good host.
Well, I really don't see what the big problem is. It isn't like you have to tear apart the whole house and do some kind of deep clean or something like that. I don't see why you just can't throw things in the closet and make the houses look somewhat nice for them. You know? Besides, you're my wife. That's kind of your job to be ready for these kinds of things anyways. If you're really that worried, then you should have been keeping the house in order just in case anyone were to drop by anyways. But it's not like you don't have a ton of free time anyways. I mean, you've basically been doing nothing ever since you got pregnant. I'm really not buying it if you're trying to tell me that you don't have enough time to do this one little thing for me.
But that isn't even the problem. I don't think you're being fair to me at all right now, Fred.
I'm sorry, but if that's all you have to say to me, then you're going to have to try a little harder to come up with a better argument. In fact, you may as well get it through your head right now that the moment you married me, you gave up any right to argue with me at all.
What do you mean? You can't actually be serious about that, right? Why are you being so overbearing? This isn't fair. I mean, you're talking as if you're someone out of the 50s or something. Don't you know that husbands can't just treat their wives like this anymore? Besides, I'm literally 8 months pregnant. Are you really just not going to acknowledge that at all? But this isn't just a recent thing. I feel like you've been treating me poorly like this ever since I got pregnant all those months ago. Aren't you worried at all about our child and what kind of effect that treating me like this might have on them? You're being completely unreasonable.
You really think that just because you're pregnant, it means that you can get away with whatever you want? Why do you think being pregnant even makes you that special, huh?
What do you mean? I don't think it makes me special. I think it means that I have a health condition where I have a literal human growing inside me.
Oh, please. Just why do you think that merits you any kind of special treatment at all, huh? Any woman can get pregnant. You're not that big of a deal, you know. You really think that just because you're pregnant, then I have to do every little thing for you? No, you're having a baby. But that doesn't make you a baby. You're just going to have to learn how to take care of yourself and quit relying so much on me.
And do you think you're going to feel the same way about all of this even after I have our child, Fred?
What are you talking about now? Why are you always trying to change the subject? If you're trying to make a point, then just make it and move on with your life. I really don't have the time to deal with some hysterical pregnant lady right now.
I just mean that even after I have our kid, are you still going to demand that I do everything by myself? Are you really just going to make me continue to take care of the house and chores and the child while you do nothing to help out at all?
I don't get what you're trying to ask. I mean, just who else would do any of that anyways?
I really can't believe the messages that I'm reading from you. You are just being ridiculous. I mean, are you really not going to help out around the house or with the child at all after I give birth? Well, if that's how you really feel about the situation, then I feel I understand very well where we're at right now.
Yeah, where we're at is that I don't want you coming to me asking for help for every little thing, got it? You're a wife, and that means that it is your job to obey what your husband tells you to do and quit whining. Did you really not think that when you got married you wouldn't have to take care of the house and chores and everything? I'm not treating you like anything.
I just didn't think that after we got married that you were going to turn into such a domineering jerk, Fred. I mean, you do know that I have a job as well, right? I'm only not working right now because of the pregnancy leave, and I'll have some more time I'll be able to take after I have the child as well. But the fact of the matter is that I still work and I still contribute to the family in that way. So I don't know why it is that you think you can treat me as if I never ever do anything for this family.
I'm treating this way precisely because you're not contributing anything to the family at all. Besides, nothing that you said changes the fact that I'm the husband and you're the wife, and whatever I say goes. The moment you said I do, you swore your life to me. You pledged to always be faithful and obedient and never once question your husband. Did you really not realize that's what you were getting yourself into?
I don't remember anything besides the faithful part ever being part of our vows. And if you really think that's how a marriage is supposed to work, then I don't even know what to say to you. But I guess if anything, I should say I'm grateful for you making your position perfectly clear. And I guess I finally understand why it is that you haven't shown me an ounce of kindness ever since I first got pregnant.
And just what makes you think that someone like you even deserves a gram of kindness from someone like me, huh?
You're right. I guess it's probably because you're running around showing all your kindness to someone else.
Excuse me? What did you just say to me? Just what is that supposed to mean, huh? How dare you talk to me like this?
I didn't mean anything by it at all, Fred. Anyways, I have to get ready for your sister to arrive tomorrow, so I'm about to be very busy.
Hey, you should be completely free this summer, right? I mean, you don't really have anything scheduled for the whole, say, summer break until school starts back up. Does that sound right?
I'm not quite sure what you mean about plans or being free. I am 8 months pregnant, so by the time summer starts, I'll probably have already moved into the hospital to get ready to give birth.
Right, okay. So you're going to be in the hospital for a little bit of time near the start of summer, and then besides that, you should be free. Do I have that right? I guess that means that you wouldn't have any problems watching kids then, right?
Fred, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about right now, but watching kids is all that I would be doing anyways after I get out of the hospital. Or rather, I should say that watching a kid, ours, is the only thing that I'm going to be doing once I get out of the hospital.
But you already said that you don't really have any other plans for the summer after you have our baby, right? Please. You have to give me a hand here. My sister could really use your help, Pam.
I'm sorry, but I still have no idea what you're going on about. What help does your sister need? You're still not telling me why you want to know whether or not I'm going to be free this summer.
And the only reason I'm asking if you're going to be free this summer or not is because my sister is going to need someone to look after her 4 kids for the summer break.
Wait, what? Are you telling me that you want me to be the one to look after them? When I'm already so close to giving birth to our own child right now? You can't actually be serious about that, right?
Of course I am. I wouldn't be asking this of you if I wasn't serious about you doing it. That wouldn't make any sense at all.
But what do you mean? Why do you think I would agree to this? What does any of this have to do with me?
It has to do with you because you're going to be home all day anyways, right? So if you're not going to be doing anything but sitting around the house with a baby, then you should be able to do it just fine. I mean, you said yourself that you still have your maternity leave and won't have to go into the office for a while after you have our kid, remember? I mean, you are really starting to piss me off with this lazy, entitled attitude of yours. Do you know that?
Did you seriously just call me lazy and entitled for being pregnant? What kind of way is that to talk to your wife, Fred? Seriously, what is the matter with you? Why are you treating me like this?
Now look, I'm not going to ask you anymore. Do you understand? You were going to look after my sister's kids, and that's that. Just think of this as a way to get some practice in child rearing before you have to do the real thing. This is going to be a great learning opportunity. You learn how to deal with 4 kids of all different ages. It's going to be great, I promise.
So you were never asking me in the first place is what I'm to get from that then? No! The answer is no, and this is the last I want to hear of it. I'm sorry, but you'll have to tell your sister to go and look for a sitter elsewhere.
What did you just say? You really think you can talk to me like this? Did you forget that you are my wife and I'm your husband? You can't talk to me like that.
Look, Fred, even if I wanted to do this for your sister, it just wouldn't work at all in the current state that I'm in. I am literally about to give birth to our child, and you are asking me to take care of 4 kids for the entire summer on top of that? I mean, do I really have to spell out for you why this isn't going to work? Just think about it, Fred.
What on earth are you talking about, Pam? The only one who isn't thinking about this hard enough is you. Or rather, you're actually thinking about it way too much. Because the whole issue is so much more simple than you're making it out to be. You are going to do as I say and watch my sister's kids, or else I'm going to divorce you. So what do you think about that?
You're serious about this? You're really going to divorce me if I don't do as you say? Do you even understand what you're actually saying when you threaten me with that, Fred?
Of course I do. Do you really think that I would just say something like that without thinking about it first? You're clearly just upset because you can't think of a good rebuttal, and that's why you resorted to these sad little questions. But I've already made it very clear to you that I am the boss around here, and you have no right to tell me no about anything that I ask of you.
So you're really not even going to listen to your wife telling you that she is not prepared, equipped, or willing to do this?
I'm glad that you're finally starting to get some of that through your head. So does that mean that I don't need to have to keep arguing with you over this? Here's the deal. You're going to take care of my sister's 4 kids for the duration of the summer break, okay? You're my wife, and I know for a fact that you have nothing but time on your hands right now. So don't even try to tell me that you're not going to be able to do this. If I hear even a word of complaint from you again, so help me, I will really divorce you.
Well, okay then. Consider this my one more word of complaint. Now let's go get that divorce started, Fred.
Wait, what? What do you mean? You're telling me that you want to get divorced?
I mean that you gave me a choice. Obey you or get a divorce, right? Well, I've made my choice, so what do you think about that?
But hold on. What on earth are you talking about right now? You're really going to try and walk away from me? What do you think you'll be able to do for yourself after that? You might think that you're tough talking like that to me right now, but I know that you'll never, ever be able to walk the walk. So if you're not actually serious about any of this, then I recommend you keep your mouth shut and don't say stupid things like that, or else I will really leave you.
I'm not trying to bluff you, and I wasn't joking about that either.
Look, the summer break starts tomorrow, and my sister's kids are going to be coming not long after that. I really don't have time for this kind of nonsense from you.
And just why do you think that I'm going to go along with any of this? You can't just drop a huge request on me like this and expect me to jump at it and drop everything else that I'm doing. You can't just treat people, especially your wife, this way. But I don't even see why we're continuing this conversation. It seems that we've said all we have to say.
No, we're not through here. You need to understand very clearly that the only way that you're going to get a divorce is with my permission, okay? I mean, I know that you don't really want to get divorced as a pregnant woman, right? What would be the point in doing something as stupid as that?
Oh no, I think I'm going to be just fine, actually. Besides, I'm only giving you what you wanted, Fred.
Hey, Pam, are you there? Just where did you run off to? I can't find you anywhere around the house at all, and my sister is about to arrive with her kids soon. I thought I told you that I wanted the house to be ready when they all arrived. It looks like you've barely done anything at all around here. You had better be working on cleaning up the house somewhere.
I thought I already told you what I was going to be doing, Fred. I'm getting out divorce papers right now.
Wait, what? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Are you seriously still going on with this stupid prank of yours? I thought I told you that it wasn't going to work on me.
And I thought I told you that I wasn't trying to prank or fool you at all. You and I are getting a divorce, and that is that. Did you actually think that I was joking about any of that? And did you really tell your sister to show up to our house with all of her kids? Why would you do that? What is the matter with you? If you really thought that I was just going to go along with this, then you are sorely mistaken because I'm not even home right now.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You're not even making any sense at all now. Are you getting a heat flash or something? Is this some crazy pregnant lady hormonal thing? I thought I told you that if you didn't do as I say, then I was going to divorce you. Now you get back to the house right now and start getting things ready for my sister's kids. Are you seriously not going to get anything ready for them at all?
Are you really trying to tell me that I should be worried about these 4 other children when I am literally about to give birth to my own kid? And just what kind of way is this for any father to treat his wife or his unborn child?
What are you talking about now? You really do think that being pregnant makes you untouchable, don't you? When are you going to wake up and realize that you can't shirk your responsibilities like this?
Me shirk my responsibilities? You're the only one literally threatening to divorce me and leave me a single mother if I don't obey you. But the thing is that I would rather be a divorced single mother than be with you for another second, so your threat doesn't work.
Wait, hold on just a second there, Pam. Now, I thought I told you that I didn't think this joke was funny the first time, and I don't want to hear any of this crazy talk from you, okay?
And I am telling you for the last time that I am not joking about any of this. I am very serious. In fact, I've already submitted the paperwork for the divorce, and there's no undoing it now. So there isn't even a point in carrying on this conversation any further because nothing you say is going to change that fact.
Wait, what? Are you really serious? You're really submitting the divorce paperwork already? Please tell me that you're still trying to play some kind of prank on me right now. You can't be serious about that, right?
Why do I even bother with you? Are you even reading the messages that I'm sending you? I am trying to tell you that I am serious. I was never joking about this, and now I've gone and gotten us divorced. It's over. You gave me a clear choice, and I took you up on that choice. Don't be upset with me because I didn't choose the option that suited you.
You can't be serious. I don't know what to say to this. I mean, you're really serious about this, aren't you? You really went and divorced me? But I never told you you could do that. When did I ever give you permission for that?
Permission? Of course you gave me permission. You said I had 2 options. I could either do what you say like a good docile wife, or we could get a divorce. That's what you told me. I'm doing exactly as you told me and nothing more.
So then you really wanted to divorce me that badly. But then who is going to watch my sister's kids?
That is not my problem and it never was. Figure it out yourself.
What do you mean?
I mean that you pushed me to this point, and if you have a problem with where things are now, blame yourself.
I don't understand. Why would you do this to me?
That's exactly the question that I want to ask you. You drove me to this. You were being so horrible to your own pregnant wife. And you never ever did anything to help out around the house. Did you really think a marriage like ours was going to last?
This can't be right. This isn't Pam. Someone must have stolen your phone to type all this.
I'm afraid that that's not the case. It is your now ex-wife Pam telling you all of this. You treated me horribly and told me if I didn't like it that I could leave. Besides, I know about the affair you were having.
Affair? What are you talking about this time? I was never having an affair.
Don't try to deny it, Fred. I have all the proof that I need.
Proof? What are you talking about? You must have really gone crazy, huh?
You really are gutsy, you know that? Carrying on your affair even when your wife is this pregnant? You have no idea what you've been putting me through with the way you've been treating me.
I only thought you were using your pregnancy to get out of doing your wifely duties.
You have no idea what it's like to be pregnant, and you were never being fair to me at all. You were literally about to have me watch over 4 kids in my state.
But only so that you can get some practice in dealing with children?
The only person who needs practice here is you.
Please, there's no need to be upset with me over this. I screwed up, okay?
I don't want to hear anything more from you. I am sick and tired of having to treat you like you're some god on earth. We are through. The divorce is happening, and you are going to have to pay dearly for your affair. The next time you hear from me, it will be from my lawyer. In the end, Fred realized that he had nowhere else to run and agreed to the divorce. Later, he received a letter from my lawyer inviting him to a discussion about alimony, child support, and the lawsuit for his infidelity. Fred even signed an agreement to never ever contact me again in exchange for a lowering of some of the fees that he would have to pay me. But by then, the rumors of his affair and divorce have been leaked to his company, and he felt compelled to resign in disgrace. Stacy, thank you for wanting to come to see us as it seemed to make you happy, but next time can you make sure to let me know first? Coming out of nowhere like this makes it hard for me to match my schedule with the hospital's. Why? Why do I have to listen to you, Brianna, and match what I do with the plans you have? And you were able to come answer me immediately, so everything's fine now. I just wanted to come over to give you your gift for having a baby, so don't be so mouthy with me for trying my best. You really have all sorts of reasons for being the worst wife imaginable. Maybe you're starting to go crazy right now after having your baby? They say sometimes when a woman has her baby, she begins to have depression and go crazy because she's not carrying it anymore. You must be mental now, right? Anyway, you complaining to me about not respecting you and your schedule after handing you your gift was a mistake on your part. I'm sorry. Thank you for wanting to bring a gift. I'm happy that you happened to think of me while I was having the baby.
Whatever. I'm starting to doubt you as a person, Brianna, because of the way you've handled this. Maybe I'll just turn around and head back home now so that I don't have to be stressed over you any longer.
Stacy, I'm sorry for being a bit rude with you earlier, but don't you ever come around me and my son again. I have been thinking about things between us for a bit now, and I don't want you anywhere near us as I raise him.
What is going on with you now, Brianna? Especially with a harsh attitude like that, I'm worried you really do need to see the psych ward. But anyway, you don't even have to ask me to stay away because I never planned on seeing you both again.
That's true, you hate my guts as it is, but what you did today was unforgivable.
Oh, and what could that have been?
Don't start playing dumb now, please. The moment you came and saw us again, what exactly was it you said to my boy when you saw his face? You said that even though he's your oldest son's baby, he is not cute at all, and then laughed. Then you followed up by saying it must all be my genetics. You really just stood there making fun of your own grandchild after he was just born. Do you have a good enough reason for doing that?
I just wanted to say what I thought was all. You're an ugly woman after all, and so the child you gave birth to happens to share the same traits as you. He looks just like you, and so me complimenting him the same way I'd compliment you is only natural, right? There's no need to be upset. That kid may be my grandchild, but he looks like a dang monkey.
Also, today wasn't just about you coming to see us and your grandchild, right? The real reason you came to us was for more money.
You're a rude one, aren't you? I had no reason to be there for your guys' money.
How can you say that now? You came in and told us that after coming all this way to see a monkey, we should at least pay for your taxi ride home. And as you said that and I lay there in the hospital bed, you reached into my purse and took out $300.
Well, why are you being so stingy right now, huh? I was being nice by coming out to see that kid, and so it's only fair that you pay for my means of transportation, right? You can't be so selfish when dealing with someone like me. I have to live off of what little social security I have left.
I am once again sorry. My son woke up and so I had to stop talking with you for a bit to care for him. But either way, I'm telling you that from now on, you're no longer invited to come see us. We've known for a while now that you've had troubles with money, and that's why we've been giving you an allowance. And we tried our best to stay quiet even though you'd been so rude to me about everything, but I can't take it anymore. I am the wife of your second oldest son, and he and I have been working hard for our son. And I was fine dealing with your rude remarks to me every now and then, but I assumed you'd lighten up about us when we had our baby boy. I had at least hoped that when you came to see him, you'd say how cute he is and open up to us a bit more. But I can see you just want to hate my baby and me now. I now see that you're not happy for us to have a baby, and that's fine, because I'm no longer dealing with you as my mother-in-law.
You always have to make such a fuss. I even made sure to give you that gift.
Does that not make you at least a little happy for me coming to see you guys? You really must be moneyless if you can't understand how precious that gift to you was. I can't believe my son chose to marry you. I can't even see you as anything other than a witch now. And it was because of that gift from you that I'm in a rage now. What the hell even was that? Can't you just stop yourself from picking on me at least once? In what world is giving 5 cents to someone after giving birth a good gift? Especially when it's coming from the mother-in-law. You have no reason to be complaining to me. I was very thoughtful giving you that even 5 cents as a gift. Maybe you could try thanking me for that. It's not like you deserve any more money after giving birth to that monkey. Well, then I'm going to stop giving you any more money as well. Huh? Giving me money? What are you on about? I know that my money is coming from my son. So you have no right as his crappy wife to be speaking for him. I know that you're good for absolutely nothing, Brianna. That's the whole reason why you can't even give birth to a half-decent looking baby. If that thing grows up one day, it'll turn out to be nothing more than a waste crawling through our society. Phil, how much time do you have? I have something we really need to be talking about.
It's rare of you to text me this time of day. What's up?
Actually, today your mom came to the hospital to see our son.
What? She did? She was telling me that she didn't even want to see our boy. At least, that's what I remember her saying. So I guess in the end, she did want to see her grandchild.
No, that's not the reason. She didn't come all the way here to see our baby, but rather to take some more money from me.
Your money?
And if you want to hear more about it, she even said that our boy isn't cute at all while laughing about it. And as a gift to me for having the baby, she gave me 5 cents. And then she told me that since she came all that way to see us, she needed money for her taxi. And since I'm still in the hospital bed, she went and reached into my purse and took my money out of it.
What? She came there and made fun of our son? And she only gave you 5 cents as a gift? Does she not see how awful she's being right now? What the hell is that old bag thinking? She needs to go home or something. And wasn't the money in your purse the money that your parents gave to you in case you needed anything while in the hospital? You're telling me she just stole that from you? You sure did tell me when we needed to talk about this, huh? I'm still working at the moment, but we'll have a break very soon. During that time, can we talk more?
Sure, that's fine. Good luck with work.
Thanks for waiting on me. How are you feeling right now? You're staying relaxed, right?
I'm okay. And our baby just got finished drinking some milk, so he's sleeping next to me.
I see. Thank goodness. I'm so sorry for what's happened to you today. After she fell in love with the baby my older brother had, who ended up being a girl, I guess she just couldn't get behind us having a boy as our first child.
Well, she's had something against me for the longest time for not being a housewife like your older brother's wife, and so me working a job of my own must have started her hate towards me. Always telling me that my job is to be your wife and nothing else, all that kind of crap.
But I never thought that she'd pass on all that hate she has for you to our baby. I thought that things would get better after all the work we put in for this.
You don't have to feel sorry for anything, Phil. Nobody ever thought your mom could get any worse than she had been. But the moment I saw the gift that she gave me for giving birth, I had just had enough from her. And that's when I told her on accident that I never wanted her to see her grandchild again.
No, you were right to say something like that. And to make sure that our son grows up in a loving household, she doesn't need to be around him anymore.
What about the money we're giving her every month? I told her that I'd stop that as well. I'm sorry. I told her something without even thinking that might have made things more difficult. Now that I've calmed down, I think I overstepped things there.
You have nothing to apologize for, Brianna. You have every right in this world to be upset with my mom for making fun of our newborn boy. And so you fought back to protect him. So you don't need to be worried about what you did to Mom. How about we really do stop sending her money? After all, we're going to need more money ourselves now with a kid in the house. You have to be tired now, right? You've had to take care of Ren as well, so you need to take things easy. When I'm out of work today, I'll head right back to the hospital to see you.
Phil, why haven't I been able to get any money from you yet this month? Don't you dare tell me that witch got into your head and told you to stop. That little disgusting witch telling you what to do with your money is not something any wife should do. You divorce her right now and come back to your mom.
Jeez. I've heard enough already from you. I've had more than enough reason for me to stop giving you any money.
Well, I want to know what those reasons are, and that's why I'm asking about it. Your older brother happens to be so charming, yet for some reason you keep making yourself look worse. Before I have to take matters into my own hands, please give me this month's money. You know that your father's body isn't that great anymore, and I myself am getting really old, and so we need that money to survive.
You're not my mom anymore.
Huh? Excuse me? Is that the right way to speak to your mother right now?
The only parent I have now is my dad. I don't give a crap about who you are.
Hold on, Phil. Why are you this upset with me? Phil, you reply to me right now. You frickin' witch. It's because of you that Phil has left me. He's never been the type of kid to ignore his own mother. What the hell could a brainless and toxic woman like you have done to him? I never did a single thing to him. All of that was what he wanted. Perhaps it's time you start to learn how to understand your own kids' feelings. Shut the hell up, you stupid rat! Whoever gets in the way of a mother and their son is the worst scum on this planet. It seems that you're a bit confused right now by everything, but I haven't done anything to get in the way of you two. After all, that money that's been going to support you every month has been coming from the money I make. Huh? For a long time now, Phil has been wanting to end ties with you because you've always cared about his older brother and wife the most. But then 3 years ago, just after we got married, it was found out that his father had cancer. It was said that his dad wouldn't be around too much longer, and so Phil decided that until the day came that his dad drew his last breath, he'd remain helping the family. And that's why for 3 years now, he's continued to be a part of the family. What are you talking about? How does that have anything to do with you guys giving me money every month? You're probably just trying to take us off topic so you don't have to give me anything, huh? I can't allow that. Is that what you think? Well, then I guess this conversation is over with. Even though you're supposed to be my son's wife, you're completely useless. I don't care to listen to whatever made-up stories you may have about my son. Go tell Phil to call me right now. Phil just threatened me by saying that if I don't listen to you, he's never going to think about giving us money ever again. Threatening his own parents? I never remember raising a son as awful as that. Come on now, Brianna, and let's finish this dang trouble you've started. He just blocked me again, and now I'll never be able to talk with him. Well, things won't change until you start listening. Your husband must be going through a lot now as well, right? I want you to talk to me right now, you toxic witch. If all you're going to do is keep saying random crap, I'll never be able to listen to you. Understood. So that you can follow what I'm about to say to you regarding where that money you get every month comes from, I'll go into detail. But just be aware that Phil is really upset right now. And he has been for 3 years. His dad can no longer work and be able to help you guys afford to get the procedures he needs. He needed to get you guys money. But when you'd always treat your own son like trash compared to your oldest, he couldn't find it in him to try his hardest for you and your husband. Now, after what you've done recently, he's really lost all faith in helping you both out. What? But the right thing to do is just keep giving us money, right? We're his parents, after all. That's right. When Phil thought about what happened if he stopped giving you guys money, he worried what his dad would have to go through. But Phil is a very nice guy, and so back in the day when he was first having trouble bringing himself to give you guys anything, he chose to be the nice person he knows he is and give you guys a monthly amount. However, after a while of that, he could no longer take you constantly ripping into me. And so I told him that in his place, I could start to support you, and maybe that'd help things for him. And so in his place, I've been the one giving you that money every month for maybe the past 2 years. Why the hell would you end up doing that? Well, if you had never given birth to Phil, I would have never been able to meet him and marry him. And so my plan has been, as long as Phil's dad is alive, I'll thank you by supporting you financially. But you've still hated me all this time and have started making me doubt you ever being a good influence on this family. Even after having my own baby, you came to him and told him to his face that he's ugly and that I am as well. And so after you'd done that, the little piece of respect I had for you as the mother of my husband was crushed. And that's why I am no longer giving you any money. Have you come to understand what's going on now? But if you go ahead and do that, what'll happen with my husband's treatments? We won't be able to do them anymore. Are you saying you'd be fine killing him? And regarding that, I had a discussion with Phil. He told me if this was all to protect our son, then ending the money given to you guys would be forgiven by his dad. And so that's the conclusion we came to. And in my case, I can understand how Phil feels about saying that. We have both been trying our best to deal with your horrible behavior towards us, but now we've reached our limits. There is nothing else we want more in this world than for you to learn from your mistakes. You're now going to experience all the resentment that we both have had towards you for so long, you old bag. What? Why would you use such needless vocabulary? Are you that upset? If I really was an old bag, it'd be one thing, but I'm not even close to one, so you can't just say that. You're an absolute rotten rat. You told my husband things you shouldn't have. Things I shouldn't have? When your husband came in to see our baby boy, I asked him if he wanted to know what you thought of our little wren. And when he said yes, I told him. And I'm saying you shouldn't have told him any of that. You should have been keeping your mouth quiet and just let my husband leave without a single word being said. Whether you wanted me to do something or not, and whether it makes me a bad person to you or not, I've already decided that you're going to pay for everything. So I'll do anything to ruin you. But it seems that your husband has caught on already to just how rotten of a bag you really are, right? Huh? Your husband told me. He said he knew that you would always show your love to your oldest son and his wife, and he tried to stop you. And when you both began to talk about divorce because of it, you threatened him by saying he'd never get to see his sons anymore. And so that's why today he came to us crying and begging for forgiveness. He told us he never wanted you to treat us so badly, but couldn't do anything to stop you. And now that he knows we understand him, he hates you just as much as we do. So that is why he's going to aid us in our revenge. There's no way my husband would ever lend a hand to a witch like you. He's my husband. He and I have been together longer than you've been alive. Well, if that's what you think is holding you both together, then go right ahead and keep thinking that. Doing that will only make things better for us. I'm looking forward to seeing what you could possibly do to me. What the hell is going on right now? What the hell are all these documents? What the hell are you trying to do to me? Ah, hi, Stacy. Seems they've finally arrived. I assumed that there would be some trouble ahead, and so I made sure to get a lawyer to make those up. As you can see by what's written on the papers, your husband's money will all be going to Phil and I after he passes. At least 90% of it will be. And that remaining 10% will then go to his oldest son and daughter-in-law. And as for you, you won't even get a single penny. His money? He's still alive, though, so why are you guys talking about the money he'll have after he dies? And if that's the case, I'm his wife and should get the money instead. You can't just do all of this behind my back and think to get away with it. I'm sure that these papers are all fakes anyway. All of that money he plans on giving after he passes is kept in accounts not related to your guys' marriage. And since he's the one that holds all that money that he's been saving up under his name, he can make the decision on where it will go. There's also been the fact that you only ever show interest in your oldest son and would sometimes leave your husband at home to fend for himself while struggling with cancer. So all of that has been included in his final decision. And since all of this was done through a lawyer that we had hired and those documents made official under your husband's signature, you nor your oldest can do anything about it. So there won't be any money left for me? There's no way! That's not even fair! Especially with the care that I did give him all these years. Who was the one that cared for him? You never cared for him, instead leaving him at home to become even more sick, and you'd whisper under your breath that you wanted him to give up soon. He heard all of that, you know? But he's a very kind man, and so he never wanted to end things this way with you. He wanted to make sure he could end life still being married to you. But after what you did to your grandson, he couldn't take it anymore. And so this right here is the work that was put in to get revenge on you by him. He at least gave up on ever wanting to divorce you. I'm sorry, but the only one that ever cared for your husband was Phil. What? Well, then what's going to happen to me? I won't be getting any money from you guys, and I won't get jack from my husband when he's gone. Well, then I guess you'll be out of luck. Stop messing around. Whatever. I'll just go and ask my oldest and his wife to care for me. I made sure to raise him the best and have been with them all the way. So of course they'll be willing to care for me in my time of need. Only if you can make that happen. Phil, it seems that your mom is following as planned and will be trying to get your older brother to help her. How are things there?
Things are going so well right now that I can't be bothered to look away. I'm good here. Just finishing some things up. After explaining the situation of my mom and dad to my brother, and letting him know he'd still at least get a little money, he hopped on board with us. But really, I didn't want him getting anything from my dad, that jerk. I always knew he was the kind of guy that wanted to get whatever he pleased, but man, this time's going to be great because of that. He's willing to literally throw away his mom for a little bit of money? He really did turn out like trash, just like his mom.
You've always had it out for those two, and I agree that your brother and mom are like two peas in a pod with how nasty of people they are.
Well, I'd never like anyone who always looked down on me and treated me as though I'm extra baggage in the family. I told him to block her number if he wanted the money, and so he did. And I told him that once Dad had passed, he'll be getting his share. Well, I'm not actually going to give it to him now.
Wait, are you sure? Won't your brother become even more of a problem if you do that to him?
It'll be fine. While we were young, he'd always take my toys from me and promise to give them back in an hour or two. But then when I'd come and ask for it back, he'd tell me to get lost and then keep the toy. So it's always been him breaking promises. So this time, I'll take it upon myself to, in fact, break one promise with him. I planned on just letting a lot of the past go with my brother, but then I found it too hard to do that after everything. And since my dad is the only thing keeping me around my mom and brother, once Dad's gone, I'm totally fine making my brother pay just as much as Mom will. I'm sorry. I guess some of my personal problems are getting caught up in our plans now.
You're all right, Paul. And even after your dad's gone, you'll have me and Ren as your new family. And since we're your family, we have no choice but to make sure you feel better too.
Thank you so much, Brianna.
Brianna, please help me! I can't get in touch with anyone anymore and I'm in huge trouble. If things keep going south for me, I'll be dead myself. I haven't had any experience working a job myself, and so nobody will take me that can pay me well enough. I don't even want to work anyway. I'll do anything for you as long as I get a little money. Stacy, I have myself a son now that's so cute, and I have to take care of him for the time being. And at the moment, I'm still a new mom, so I can't see myself having to take care of 2 babies. Also, you remember when you said my son looks like a monkey? You wouldn't want to be in a family with a boy that looks like a monkey, would you? And besides, I don't even want to meet with you anymore after you showed the kind of toxic mother you really are. Wait! You're wrong about that. That was... Back then I was just joking about your son. I never meant to be serious about anything I said to him. The only thing I picked up from you was how serious you really were. You're too late to be coming back to me now asking for anything anyway. Now, my little boy's going to be waking up soon, so can you stop talking to me? Now, goodbye forever. Wait, Brianna! What am I going to do now? What should I do to make sure that I'll be okay? Both my sons threw me away and my husband will be dying soon. I won't be getting anything from him after he's gone, and I still need to pay for the house and food. Hey, can you please give me anything? I'm asking you to please listen to me. After that, Stacy didn't get any money with the passing of her husband, and the house was given to Phil, which he used his power to kick her out of. I haven't spoken to her since our last conversation, so I can't be certain what's happened to her. But I did see her working at a supermarket not too long ago. But in her case, she was late to work a lot and missed work even more often, and soon was no longer working there. She then showed up at another store even closer to our house, and ever since seeing the worn out and dead face she had there, I am not going back. Then, when it comes to Phil's older brother, when he heard that his father had passed away and never heard anything from Phil regarding the money, he came to our house complaining about why no money showed up yet. Phil then explained to him that he doesn't get any, and that's for all the times he broke promises with Phil. Of course, this made him upset, but just before he tried to do anything to his brother, our lawyer, who we had over to finish some talks up with, came out and told him to rethink his decision. And since then, his brother has never been seen around us again. Now, when it comes to me, I'm just living with my husband and Ren, and we are making the best of our little family with what we have left.
Yo, Anna, long time no see. How have you been?
Who is this?
Come on, that's cold. Did you forget about me, your fiancé?
My fiancé? Wait, could it be Morgan?
Ah, you remembered. That's my girl, my fiancé.
Don't call me your fiancé. Do you have any idea how ridiculous it is for you to just contact me out of the blue? You went missing on our wedding day. How did you even get my contact information? I made a new account.
Oh, I know someone who knows you. I asked them for your contact details, and here I am reaching out. No need to get so worked up. What is it, early menopause?
Menopause? I am not that old yet. Have you forgotten we're the same age, childhood friends? And what do you want now? Out of nowhere, you ignored all my attempts to reach you when I tried contacting you back then.
Yeah, I know. I messed up by ditching the wedding. But you know, back then I thought I could find someone better, someone more suited for me. But after 3 years of thinking it over, I realized there's no one better than you. So let's get married.
What? Are you out of your mind? Don't joke around with me.
What's with the attitude? Are you so happy you're angry now? You're so cute.
Morgan, I'm sorry about earlier. I lost my temper. I was just so surprised and confused by your sudden appearance.
Don't sweat it. It's natural to get overwhelmed by happiness when someone like me pops back into your life.
Yes, I suppose the situation was just too much to handle all at once. I nearly lost my mind. It's quite overwhelming, to say the least.
Yeah, well, if that's the case, I'll forgive you for all the mean things you said to me earlier. I'm a generous and kind husband, after all. So yeah, about disappearing right before the wedding to hit the bathroom and then vanishing into thin air, I get that was messed up. But you know, after 3 years, I'm finally mentally ready for marriage. Let's have the wedding tomorrow.
Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you.
Yeah, make sure you show up this time.
Bree, Morgan contacted me. If you hadn't given me a heads up earlier, I probably would have lost it in anger. Thank you. I'm just glad I could help. I was also really surprised when he reached out to me about a week ago. It really was such a huge help. I couldn't get in touch with him at all. I can't thank you enough for pretending to be one of my acquaintances and giving him my contact info. I just did what I was asked to do, but I'm relieved everything went smoothly. Yeah, well, it's not like saying you're one of my acquaintances is a complete lie anyway. I bet that fool has no idea we were setting him up. So what did he want from you? I mean, he wouldn't have asked for your contact info if he didn't have some kind of reason, right? Yeah, about that. He told me he wants to have a wedding tomorrow of all days. I could barely wrap my head around such an idiotic demand. I'm so sorry, Anna. I was so shocked that I accidentally broke a cup. I've been cleaning up the mess. Welcome back, Bree. Trust me, I understand how you feel. I almost threw my phone at the wall when I heard what he said. I can't believe you managed to stay so calm. I mean, I'm sorry for saying this, but didn't he ditch the wedding? On top of that, he never paid any of the alimony or the cancellation fees. Then he even took off with your jewelry and disappeared for 3 whole years without a word. And now he wants to get married? What is he even thinking? Yeah, when you lay it all out like that, it's absurd, isn't it? But believe it or not, I've decided to pretend to go along with the wedding idea. Wait, you're actually going to marry him? Of course not. I'm not that stupid. I'm just going to use this so-called wedding as a way to gather all of my relatives tomorrow. And I am making sure his relatives show up too. They were just as furious with him as I was. I'm planning for all of us to confront him together. I'm so glad to hear that. I was really worried for a moment. So I have a favor to ask you. Would you mind coming tomorrow and pretending to be one of my relatives? Pretend to be one of your relatives? I think you have every right to be a part of this revenge plan, Bree. Thank you, Anna, but I don't think I deserve to be there. I appreciate your concern, but you've already made things right between us once, haven't you? And even though you were an accomplice, in a way, you were also a victim of that scumbag's lies. He fooled you just like he fooled me. Even so... Look, I'm going to take my revenge on him, and I'm not going to force you to help. But I know your tears and your apology when you broke down in front of me were genuine. That's why I'm inviting you. Whether you come or not is entirely up to you. Anna, why do you care so much about me? I'm the other woman who hurt you, even if I didn't know about it. Why? I don't know, to be honest. Maybe it's because in my own way, I loved that idiot too, once upon a time. I guess I can understand at least a little bit what it feels like to be betrayed like that. Morgan, so the wedding ceremony itself wasn't doable right away, but I managed to book a reception hall. I'll send you the link later.
That's my Anna. You're as quick as ever. So the big day is finally tomorrow, huh? I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it too. I'm so excited. I feel like I might just lose my mind from all the excitement.
Hold on. Let's take it easy and catch up on those 3 years we've missed. Serving me is your true joy in life, right? I'll make sure you get plenty of chances to do that, so be ready. You're really lucky to have me, aren't you?
Yes, I am incredibly lucky. After all, I'm finally getting to do something I've always dreamed of doing.
Oh, right. Listen, I'm sure you're not dumb so you'll get this, but don't invite my relatives and don't invite yours either. You know, I don't get along with my family. And you, being single at your age is just embarrassing, right? So let's keep it just between us, a private wedding, just the 2 of us.
Don't worry, I won't invite anyone. Just the 2 of us, swearing our love for each other. How romantic.
Yeah, I can't wait to make you my wife. But you know you're getting on in years too, aren't you? It's gotta be embarrassing to wear a wedding dress at this point. Maybe we should just skip the ceremony and head straight to filing the marriage paperwork.
No, we can't do that.
Huh?
Oh, I mean, weddings are a big deal for women. You know that, right? And besides, I've been looking forward to having a ceremony with you. I've been dreaming about it. I've got everything planned out, and I'm even going to surprise you. So let's have the wedding, okay? Pretty please. If we do, I think I'll end up loving you even more than I already do.
Well, if my bride is asking, I guess we can have a ceremony.
Yay! I'm so excited.
Bri, help me! I'm contacting you while trying to hide from my relatives. I'm being held captive at home and I can't get out. You're the only one I can rely on. Please help me escape.
Why are you contacting me now? You really think I would help you after everything? You abandoned me.
I didn't abandon you. I had no choice. Anna was getting in the way between us and I had to escape.
Anna was getting in the way? What do you mean?
Anna is such a controlling woman. Look at me now. I'm like a caged bird. She wants to trap me and keep me all to herself. She's gone completely crazy. You saw what happened at the wedding yesterday. You saw me being taken away.
That's...
Even though I'm such a poor guy, no one is helping me. I fell right into Anna's trap. I can't believe she actually gathered all her relatives at the venue. She told me not to invite anyone.
I was also called by Anna to be there, but Morgan, you got caught immediately.
There wasn't even a choice to escape. But knowing you're here is a relief. This time, let's be together for real. I love you. You used to say you loved me, remember? Let's outsmart Anna, who keeps getting in our way, and find happiness together, just you and me.
Are you serious? You think I would just drop everything and help you after you treated me like that? You disappeared without a word when I needed you. And now you want me to believe that we can just go back to how things were? It doesn't work like that.
I know, I messed up, but I promise I've realized my mistakes. Anna was controlling everything and I didn't see any way out. I'm sorry for how I treated you. You have to believe me. I need your help now more than ever.
How can I trust you after everything that happened? You think I would just forget how you left me in the dust? You don't get to just waltz back into my life because things got tough for you.
Please, Bride, just think about it. If we team up, we can get away from Anna together. We can have the life we wanted. Just one last chance, that's all I'm asking for. I know I messed up before, but this is different. I need you.
You can't expect me to just take you back after you hurt me so badly. You made your choice. You chose Anna over me. Now you want me to help you escape from her? What about how I felt when you left?
I didn't mean to hurt you. You have to believe me. I thought I was doing the right thing at the time. Anna made it seem like I had no choice, but now I see things clearly. I need you, Bri. You're the only one who can help me break free from her grasp.
Maybe I still have feelings for you, but you can't just expect me to jump into action for you right now. You need to figure out what you want. If it's really me, then prove it.
You traitor! You told them I contacted you, didn't you? Because of that, my phone got smashed. This is the only old smartphone I have left. It was a crucial means of communication for me, and you just had to snitch on me.
Well, you were trying to sneak around and rely on your mistress while hiding from your parents. Of course I had to tell them. Morgan is contacting me and professing his love, begging for help, I said. It seems like there's no sign of remorse from you.
Don't mess with me. You're just my backup, and now you're acting all high and mighty.
So in the end, I was just your second choice, wasn't I?
Yeah, that's right. I just thought our physical chemistry was good enough to make you a suitable partner. You should be happy that I took you seriously at all.
Oh, really? But do you realize how pathetic it is that you can only rely on your backup? Right now, all your money and everything else are being controlled by your relatives, and you can't even leave the house. Yet you're still talking about eloping? Maybe you should take a good look at reality. Besides, calling me your backup is downright disrespectful. I was supposed to be your main partner.
If I was your main partner, then help me! Can't you see how miserable I am being held captive?
I don't feel sorry for you at all. You brought this upon yourself, but hey, you won't be locked up forever.
What do you mean?
Once you settle the alimony and everything you owe Anna and me, you'll be free. Lucky you.
Are you in on this too?
What do you mean, in on this? No one is on your side. But you know what? I actually want you to suffer.
What? Oh, why would you want me to suffer?
Well, I don't have the right to punish you. It's a fact that you hurt Anna, and I've been nothing but the bad guy in everyone's eyes. So I'll just sit back and watch you suffer from the sidelines. That's my revenge. You should regret not choosing me as your main partner. I loved you so much, but when I couldn't support you anymore, you just tossed me aside. So I hope everything falls apart for you. That's why I'll cooperate with Anna wholeheartedly.
Damn it! How dare you turn against me being just a backup?
How does it feel to be abandoned by your backup? Did you really think I'd come running to help you? Stop treating me like I'm some kind of joke. Oh, but if you find yourself with nothing left and nowhere to turn, just reach out to me. I'll happily throw you aside with a smile.
Damn it! I won't give up. I'm gonna become free no matter what.
Good luck with that. You're going to need it. You think it's going to be easy? You've burned so many bridges already. Everyone's watching you, and they know how you treated me. You think they're going to help you out now?
I don't care. I'll figure it out. I'm not gonna let this situation define me. I deserve to be free to live my life on my own terms.
You keep telling yourself that, but deep down, you know the truth. You're stuck, and it's all your fault. You could have had a life with me, but you chose Anna. You thought it would be easier, but look where that got you. Alone, desperate, and with no one to help you.
Shut up! I know what I did, but I'm trying to make it right. I'm trying to break free from this mess.
Make it right? How? By calling me when you need help after treating me like trash? You're delusional. You should have thought about the consequences before you got yourself into this situation.
Maybe I was foolish, but I'm not a bad person. I just wanted to be happy.
Happy? You think running back to me now will make you happy? You'll just be unhappy again, and then what? I won't be there to pick up the pieces this time.
Why are you being so cruel? I thought you cared about me.
I did care, but you threw that away. Now it's my turn to make you see what you've lost. You wanted to play games, and now you're getting played. I'm done being your backup plan.
Please, Bri, I'm begging you. Don't do this to me. I need you.
You had your chance, Morgan. You made your bed. Now lie in it. You think you can just come back and everything will be fine? Not a chance. You're going to have to learn this lesson the hard way.
Bri, you've got to help me. I swear, if you help me out, I'll love you like I should have all along. I'll make you my number one, and you won't ever feel abandoned again. Just cooperate with me a little, will you?
Really? Do you think I'd jump at the chance to help you after everything you've put me through? You think I just forget how you tossed me aside? Did you really have no self-awareness? I mean, obviously not, since you're relying on someone you abandoned. How pathetic.
Wait, hold on. I'm not talking to you. It's Anna I'm addressing right now. She's the one who's been behind all of this.
Oh, sweetie, it's me replying to you right now. I know you're on a secondary device because you didn't have my contacts saved. Isn't it just adorable how desperate you are? But really, I have to say, I feel bad for you. Your parents broke your phone, so it makes sense why you couldn't contact anyone. But look at you. You managed to have Bri's number stored on this device. You really were using this one for your little escapades, weren't you?
Anna! You're the reason I'm stuck in this mess. Now I can't even leave my house. I have to report to my room just to go to the bathroom. This is worse than prison.
You disappeared when you were supposed to go to the bathroom, didn't you? You've really made a mess of things yourself.
Damn it, I can't even talk to you without losing my mind. Get Bri back on the line.
Aw, are you really missing Bree more than me, your fiancé? If you're so heartbroken, I can increase the amount of alimony you owe me.
What? You can't be serious. I'm not paying a dime.
Your refusal doesn't matter, darling. It's done deal now. If you can't pay, I'll just seize all your assets. But I have a feeling you don't have much left anyway. You were always just after my money, weren't you? It looks like you were borrowing quite a bit from Bridget, too.
What do you mean you're in cahoots with Bri? I had no idea you two knew each other.
Of course we know each other. To me, it's all about getting the alimony you owe. After you vanished, there was quite a bit of chaos. You went off the grid, and I needed to find out where you were.
You did a background check on me? Are you saying you hired a private investigator?
Exactly. Thanks to that, I discovered so much, including the fact that you had Bree as your side chick. As soon as I found that out, I contacted my lawyer and got in touch with Bree. She was quite surprised to hear from me, especially after being cut off from you.
So you're telling me you brainwashed her into this? That's how it is?
Huh? Brainwashed? No. That's not the case at all. But yes, Bree did seem a bit out of it at first when I told her I was your fiancé. She'd been so wrapped up in you that she really struggled to accept the reality of the situation. I mean, she unleashed some really harsh words at me, but deep down, I think she knew she had been discarded.
What? How do you know that?
By the end of it all, she was in tears, apologizing to me. She was practically begging for forgiveness. It was heartbreaking to watch, truly. Seeing someone like Bree who genuinely fell for you just fall apart like that because of your actions, it hurt me too.
Why are you trying to make me feel guilty here? I'm the one who's been wronged.
Excuse me? Your situation is purely your own doing. Don't play the victim here. You betrayed her trust, and it's ridiculous to see you try to turn this around on someone else. Besides, do you remember how young Bree was at the time? She was still in school when you were taking advantage of her.
So what? You made her pay you alimony?
Of course. Bree went to her parents and borrowed money to pay me. It's pretty sad, really, that you've put her in this position.
Did you really take advantage of her like that? You have no heart.
Look who's talking. You took advantage of her and treated her like a toy, and now you act like you care? Please. And just to be clear, the reason I accepted alimony from her was to respect her feelings. She came to me very earnestly.
What are you talking about?
Listen, I may have been a victim too, but I didn't want to be a cruel person in this whole situation. I considered refusing your request and putting you in a difficult spot, but Bree was so earnest in her request. She told me I was in love with him, even though I should have noticed that he was married. I realize this is something I need to own up to. Can you believe that? She was so young and still so naive. Her determination moved me, and so I decided to respect her wishes and take the money.
But she's just a kid. You shouldn't have let her pay.
Oh, please, don't give me that nonsense. You made her pay too, and you threw her away like trash. You are the worst.
So does that mean Bri doesn't love me anymore?
Are you kidding? Why would she still love you after everything? Why do you think she should still have feelings for you?
But she always used to say she loved me.
Do you even realize what you're saying? You think after abandoning her and disappearing without a word that she's still supposed to be pining for you? You must be out of your mind. You destroyed her life, Morgan. She had to drop out of college and start working just to pay back her debts. But I have to give her credit. In these 3 years, she managed to pay off her loans.
What? You made her work so hard for you?
She was determined to do it herself, and I think that shows a lot of strength, especially considering everything she's been through. You took advantage of her feelings and left her with nothing. She deserved better than that.
Then why are you still here, Anna? Why not just let me go?
You think I'm going to let you off easy? Not a chance. I am not the one who gets to decide whether you go or stay. You broke my heart and destroyed everything I had planned. I'm not going to let you just walk away without consequences.
What are you talking about? You're the one who wants revenge, right? What do you even want from me?
That's simple, really. I want the money you owe me for alimony and the cancellation fees for the wedding you bailed on. Plus, I want everything back that you stole from me. You're going to pay for all of it, and I'm going to make sure you suffer for what you've done.
No way! I don't have any money right now. You know that. My finances are a mess. You can't do this to me.
I couldn't care less about your finances. You have no say in this anymore. Your income is going straight to me for all the pain you've caused.
But I'm broke. How am I supposed to pay you anything? I need to survive.
Survival is no longer your concern. Your parents have agreed to keep an eye on you, and I'm getting reports on everything. You can't even breathe without me knowing about it.
What do you mean? You're monitoring me? You can't be serious.
Of course I am. I'm keeping tabs on you because I don't trust you. And guess what? I knew you were trying to reach out to Bree all along. I was ready for it.
Are you serious? You knew I was trying to contact her? You were watching me the whole time?
Yes, I was. I had a feeling you would try to contact her, so I made sure to keep your little device intact. I didn't want you to reach out to her in any way that could harm her or put her in a difficult position.
Then what? Am I supposed to just sit here forever? You can't just do this to me.
You think you can run away from this? You're going to be right where I want you until you fulfill your obligations. You can stay locked up in your own home or you can deal with me directly. But either way, I'm not letting you go until I see you pay for what you've done to me.
You're insane. You're out of your mind.
Insane? Maybe. But it's nothing compared to the betrayal you pulled on me. You'll learn to appreciate how valuable a good fiancé can be once I'm done with you.
Anna, this is really bad. You have to help me. If I get caught, I don't know what'll happen to me.
Are you okay? You managed to escape from home, right? You shouldn't have run away. If you'd stayed, those scary debt collectors wouldn't have bothered you.
How do you know those guys came to my house?
Surprised? Well, I'm the one who called them, actually.
What do you mean?
I told you I hired a private investigator to find you. I also know that you got involved with loan sharks, you know? And on top of that, you were using the money that Bree gave you to spend it on hostesses. It's honestly appalling. I've heard you racked up quite the debt at those places. That's why I told those scary guys where to find you. But honestly, I didn't realize how many places you'd borrowed money from until I started checking. I couldn't cover it all by myself, so Bree helped me contact some of the nightclubs you've been frequenting. We've been going around to the places where you've defaulted on your payments these past few days.
What? You found all this out in just a few days?
Of course, Bree was exhausted by the end of it. There were way more places than we expected.
Damn it! No way! I'm going to escape this! This is my hometown! I can hide anywhere around here!
Wait a second. Did you even think about why I was deliberately letting you use a secondary phone?
What?
While you were in the restroom, I had someone install a location sharing app. You're in the park right now, aren't you? I've already informed those scary guys about your location. You should just give up already.
What? No way, you've got to be kidding me.
Oh, it's too late for you to run now. They're probably just about to show up. You're probably hiding behind some playground equipment, right? You should look around. You're surrounded.
Are you serious? There are tough-looking guys surrounding the park. This is bad. I can't escape like this.
Honestly, if you thought you could escape, then you're the one who's crazy. You should return what you borrowed. Look, as for the compensation we're owed, we'll take everything you have left. After all, you're never going to be able to repay those debts anyway. So, good luck with your time in jail. This time, even if you do go to the restroom, you won't be able to get away.
You can't be serious! You called those guys on me? I can't believe you would go that far. What happened to us being friends?
Friends? You think this is about friendship? You betrayed me in the worst way possible. You think I'm just going to stand by while you run away from your responsibilities? You thought I wouldn't find out about your debts and all the trouble you caused? You left me with nothing. So now it's my turn to ensure you face the consequences.
But I was trying to protect you. I thought if I just disappeared, the debt collectors would leave us alone. I didn't want you to get dragged into my mess.
You think disappearing was protecting me? You put me in an even worse situation. I was left to deal with everything while you ran away. You thought I wouldn't be angry? You thought I wouldn't want justice?
I didn't think you would go to such lengths to get back at me. I'm scared. You don't understand. If those guys find me, I'll be in serious trouble.
And you think that I should care? You should have thought about that before you decided to run off and leave me with the wreckage of your choices. This is what happens when you decide to play games with people's lives.
I was young and stupid. I made mistakes, okay? We all make mistakes. Can't we just talk this out? Maybe there's another way to handle this.
Talk? You think talking will fix everything? You think after everything you've done, we can just sit down and have a chat? I am done with your excuses. You're going to face the music now.
I never meant to hurt you. I just didn't know how to handle it all.
Well, now you'll have to learn how to handle the fallout. This is your chance to face the consequences of your actions. No more running, no more hiding. Just you and your debts.
Please, Anna, don't do this. I'm begging you.
It's too late for begging. You should have thought about this before you decided to take everything for granted. Now it's my turn to make sure you understand what it means to be held accountable.
I can't believe this is happening. How did it come to this?
It's simple. You made your choices, and now you'll deal with the consequences. You thought you could escape your responsibilities, but I won't let that happen. Not now, not ever. Morgan has been forced out to sea, laboring every single day from early morning until nightfall. The routine is relentless, and each day feels like a carbon copy of the last. The ocean stretches endlessly before him, a vast expanse that reflects the weight of his burdens. The ship on which he works is equipped with a toilet, a small convenience that might seem like a relief in such a harsh environment. However, it's essential to understand that the ship feels more like a prison than a place of work. The environment is cramped and confined, akin to being locked in a small room where freedom is merely a concept that remains out of reach. Each time Morgan boards the vessel, he knows he's stepping into a world from which there is no escape. He can't simply disembark whenever he pleases. He's subject to the demands of the sea and the pressures of his work. The idea of freedom is almost laughable when he considers his situation. When he returns home after long hours of labor, he's not greeted with the warmth and comfort, but rather finds himself locked away in a small cabin. This existence feels increasingly oppressive, and it seems that he's living solely to repay his debts, a thought that weighs heavily upon him. I heard from a mutual friend that he once tried to make a desperate attempt to break free from this unending cycle of work. He tried to escape and go to Bree's place, thinking perhaps he could find solace and a reprieve from his harsh reality there. Unfortunately, his hopes were dashed, and the outcome was far from what he had envisioned. He was kicked out and sent back, a rejection that must have felt like a devastating blow. The very act of trying to escape illustrates the depth of his despair, but facing hostility upon his return must have been a crushing experience for him. The rejection not only dampens his spirit, but also reinforces his sense of entrapment. In stark contrast to Morgan's tumultuous life, I find myself living a much quieter and more serene existence. My days are filled with small joys and the comfort of a loving relationship. I'm currently in a relationship with a man who brings genuine joy to my life. He's a wonderful person, and while I appreciate his qualities, I'm also careful to take my time in getting to know him better. I think he has a good heart, and I'm grateful for the moments we share together. However, I firmly believe in the importance of patience. Building a strong foundation in our relationship requires both of us to invest time and understanding into one another. Rushing into anything would be unwise. I want to ensure that we're both ready for what comes next in our lives. Our relationship is something I cherish deeply. It's filled with laughter, shared experiences, and mutual respect. I find joy in our simple moments together, whether we're going for a walk, enjoying a meal, or just talking about our day. These experiences are precious to me, and I recognize that they are the building blocks of a strong partnership. When I think about the possibility of marriage, it fills me with both excitement and trepidation. If this man is as good as I believe he is, then I would love to consider taking the next step together. The idea of marriage represents a significant commitment, one that carries a great deal of weight and responsibility. Marriage isn't just a celebration, it's a promise to support one another through all of life's ups and downs. It signifies a mutual commitment to nurturing our love, building a life together, and facing challenges as a united front. I want to make sure that we're both prepared for this journey before making any decisions. Reflecting on Morgan's life, I can't help but feel a sense of sadness for him. He's trapped in a cycle of work and confinement, with little hope for escape or relief. His life is a stark reminder of how vital it is to have the freedom to choose one's own path. The inability to choose can be suffocating, and it often leads to feelings of hopelessness and despair. In my own life, I have that freedom, and I don't take it for granted. I'm able to pursue happiness and seek a life that brings me joy and fulfillment. The ability to choose who I want to be with and how I want to live is a privilege that I deeply appreciate. It's something that not everyone has the luxury of experiencing, and I am grateful every day for my circumstances. As I navigate my relationship, I often reflect on the qualities that are important to me in a partner. Trust is paramount. I want someone I can rely on completely, someone who will be there for me no matter what. Respect is equally important. I want to be with someone who values me and my opinions. Understanding and communication are also crucial elements of a successful partnership. It's essential that we're able to express our thoughts and feelings openly, without fear of judgment or misunderstanding. I want to be able to share my dreams, fears, and aspirations with him, and I hope he feels the same way. Building a strong emotional connection is vital to the health of our relationship. While Morgan's life is filled with struggles and confinement, I find myself embracing the little joys that life offers. The quiet moments spent with my partner, the shared laughter, and the comfort of being with someone I care about all contribute to my happiness. These moments may seem small, but they are the essence of what it means to build a life together. I often reflect on my life before I met him. I remember the loneliness I felt, the uncertainty that loomed over me. It's incredible how one person can make such a positive impact. Since meeting him, I feel as though I've found a piece of myself that was missing before. I feel grateful for the love and support we share, and I cherish the journey we're on together. As I contemplate the future, I am filled with hope. I have dreams not only for myself, but for us as a couple. I envision a life filled with love, laughter, and shared expectations. I want to create a life where we can both thrive, where we can support each other's goals and aspirations. Traveling is one of my aspirations. I want to explore new places, experience different cultures, and create beautiful memories together. I dream of building a home that radiates warmth and happiness, a sanctuary where we both feel safe and loved. A home filled with laughter, love, and shared memories is what I long for, and I believe it is possible with the right person by my side. However, before taking the leap into marriage, I want to ensure that we're aligned in our goals and values. It's essential that we have similar visions for our future. I want to be confident in my choice to marry, knowing that we are both ready to embrace that commitment. The concept of marriage is significant and should not be taken lightly. It's a commitment that requires dedication, love, and understanding. I want to feel assured that we are both prepared to embark on this journey together. The last thing I want is to rush into a decision that could have lasting repercussions on our lives. In a stark contrast to Morgan's situation, I'm grateful for the opportunities I have. I recognize that I can shape my destiny, pursue my dreams, and seek a life filled with love and joy. It's a privilege that I hold dear. I want to make choices that reflect my values and dreams, always holding on to the hope that our love can grow and flourish. As I continue to navigate my relationship, I find myself cherishing every moment we share. I look forward to the future, knowing it holds endless possibilities. I'm excited about the prospect of building a life together, one where we can create a family, pursue our passions, and support each other through every challenge life may throw our way. If my partner is indeed the good man I believe him to be, I will gladly embrace the idea of marriage. It would be a beautiful culmination of our journey, a celebration of love, commitment, and the bond we've built together. Ultimately, I wish for Morgan to find a way out of his predicament. Everyone deserves a chance at happiness, to break free from the chains that bind them. I hope he can find a way to escape the suffocating grip on his current life, to discover a path that leads him to joy and fulfillment. As I reflect on my own life, I'm filled with gratitude for the choices I have. I recognize the privilege of being able to shape my own future, and I will continue to strive for a life filled with love, laughter, and meaningful connections. Morgan's struggle serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of freedom and choice. It compels me to appreciate the life I have and the love that surrounds me. The contrasting experiences we share highlight the vast differences in our lives and the various paths we've taken. I want to hold on to that feeling of gratitude and continue nursing my relationship. It's essential to remain aware of how fortunate I am, especially in comparison to what Morgan is going through. As I envision our lives, I can't help but think about the commitment I want to make to my partner. It's about more than just love. It's about building a life together, supporting each other, and being there for one another in times of need. If we can navigate the challenges together and maintain open lines of communication, I believe we can create a beautiful future. I want to be there for him, just as I hope he will be there for me.
Chelsea, I heard from the rest of the family that you got married. I knew you had someone you'd been dating for a while now, but if you plan to get married, you have to tell me. It's amazing to hear that the family is growing larger. Also, there are a lot of things that need to get prepared now. We need to start thinking about the wedding and what kind of decorations you'll want there. I won't try to get in your way when planning it all out, but I'd still like to be around to help you a little. Huh? But I did tell you about getting married. Maybe this is because you always forget about me that you never remembered? Even if I happen to be forgetful at times, I never forget about my own daughter getting married. Anyway, if you're going to have a wedding, can you please tell me the date you'd like to have it on? I want to meet his parents, and I want to be around to help with the wedding. Actually, I haven't even met him yet, so it'd be nice if you could set up a day for the three of us to go out and chat. Don't tell me you plan to be around me for this, right? Huh? You already know that I'll be there. No parent would ever want to stay away from their kid while they're having a wedding. Why would you say something like that? Listen to yourself. Huh? Wait a second, Chelsea. Is there something going on between us that I should be worried about? I know I can be a bit too much for you at times, but we haven't talked that much recently, so there shouldn't be anything about me that's upsetting you. Chelsea, can you please reply to me? Chelsea? Chelsea, I'm asking you to please respond to me. This is all really important for us, right? I only just learned that you have a man now, and I'd like a bit more information on what'll happen from here. Shut up already! You're always being so rude to me. I stopped talking because you crossed the line with me again, and I don't have any more patience for you. I'd like it if you just read the atmosphere already. Uh-huh. For the time being, I think the date of the wedding is bound to change, so when we have a certain date, I'll let you know. Well, I guess that's okay, but... and as far as you meeting with the parents before the wedding, they don't seem to want to. So you will not be meeting his parents and family before the wedding. They already told me things are tough as it is with their lives, and that they'll see you someday. And you're telling me that they don't want to meet with me before the wedding? But that's like one of the most important things that needs to happen before your big day. Don't you want to know how I'll get along with them? That's all right. My husband is a pretty busy man after all. There's no time to waste watching you make a fool out of me in front of them. Make a fool out of you? Wait. He's so busy that he can't even let me come and meet him or his family? What kind of man is he? I want to at least know who he is, Chelsea. He's going to be family in the end, so I want to know about him so things don't stay distant. You really want to know about him, huh? He's the son of a very powerful family that has a very famous company. He's one of the elite. He's got a lot of money, so does everyone else. They all live in a huge mansion deep in the woods, and the only way you can actually go into their estate is if you know them personally. Well, that's great to hear. He's 1 in a million then. I'm so proud that you finally found someone and he ended up being that outstanding. That's exactly right. And I'll become part of a family of very distinguished people. I'll be in a world far different than the one my moneyless mom lives in. So don't be trying to contact me too much, okay? Huh? You have heard of the company Marina Group, right, Mom? Well, my husband is going to be the CEO of that company. Dad is the CEO there now, but one day when he steps down, he'll give the position to his son, and then I'll be right next to him. So there's no way I want him knowing about my janitor mom whatsoever. Marina Group is the company that specializes in all sorts of businesses, right? Things like technology and medicine? I see. A son of the Marina Group. But if he happens to be affiliated closely with the Marina Group, then he should be just fine meeting someone like me. I already know plenty of people there now, so we could get along really well. And at this point, he's already been married, so he shouldn't mind seeing his mother-in-law. Ask him if he can make a little time to come out and see me. Huh? Why would you know about anything to do with him when you're a simple janitor? Well, the reason for that is that I'm a janitor working for the Marina Group within their main headquarters. Huh? They have a lot of guests that come to the building, and so they made sure to keep a large group of us there to keep the place very clean. I may be based at the headquarters, but every so often I'll also be asked to go to some of the other regional offices. And since I have been cleaning the meeting rooms a lot of the time, I meet all sorts of execs from all over the world that come to do business. Stop bullcrapping me. Huh? What are you talking about? I never heard a thing about you working there. Hurry up and quit that job now, you old hag. Unless you're lying to me, of course. Wait, Chelsea? What the hell has gotten into you? Just quit that dang job. He'll learn that you're a janitor if you continue to work there. That would be too embarrassing for me to even keep on living. So just tell them that you're leaving and find a new job. Maybe one that's a little bit less dirty and smelly. I've been in the company for a while now, so leaving like this would be too much of a problem for them. I don't want to do that, especially after all this company has given to you and me. I don't care. I just want you to quit. That job has given nothing to you, and it most certainly has not given anything beside a bad image to me. Now quit! If you don't, I'll cut ties with you forever, and you'll never get to see how your daughter turns out. Calm down, Chelsea. I assure you that if you just listen to me and let me talk to your man and his family, everything will be just fine. Chelsea? Mom, we've chosen a day for the wedding. I'll tell you the date in a little bit, but first, can you hand me my money for the wedding? So you've decided on a date, huh? But I feel as though I should be giving you something more meaningful than just money, don't you think? My friends said they'd be giving me presents, so it's fine. I just want you to bring me my money. And if not, I'll ask it for the moment you come to my wedding. All right, then. And one other thing. When are you going to quit your job for me? If your daughter is about to have a wedding with an elite man, then it's only right that you, as my mom, quit that dirty job. I can't believe you right now. If you quit that job, I promise to give you a little money once we're married, and you can live off of that until you find a better job. But I have a life of my own to live, and this job is how I keep my life going. I plan to at least ask my boss if it would be okay for me to work in another office for the time being instead of the headquarters. That way your husband will never even know I work in the company and you won't have to be worried. Huh? You are useless! Chelsea. And you've been that way forever. Ever since Dad died and you said you had to work for the two of us, you left me at home all by myself. Even though you also said you had to be there to be the one to raise me, you never were around to. I don't get it, Mom. How can you be so frickin' useless? That's not true. I was there with you all the time to make sure that you grew up into a happy and loved woman. I just needed to work a lot so that we had money. So that you had money for when I sent you off to university. Shut up! Don't try and fool me. You always came to my graduations or ceremonies in your dirty clothing, and it was a disgrace to our family. And since I plan to cut ties with you after the wedding, I thought the last thing you could attempt to do for me is hand me my money. But you're still trying to ruin things for me by working that job, and it's enough. Don't say something so heartless as cutting ties with me, Chelsea. I'm sure there are times I left you feeling lonely, and you remember those moments very well. But I wanted to make sure you were still loved and raised well, and that's why I worked so hard for you. I love you, Chelsea. Why have you showed up to my wedding without telling me? Don't mess around anymore. Do you really want to make me feel embarrassed today? You are absolutely useless, Mom. I told you to read the dang atmosphere, Mom.
Chelsea, why? Why have you been doing this to me?
Huh? Doing what to you?
Don't play stupid with me. I was thinking as a way of showing my love and support for you, I'd come and see the family and the man that you'd be marrying into. And the moment I came into that room, you punched me in the face. Then you called me a thief of your wedding. You hit me in the face with something in that room. And then to finish me off, you called one of the security guards in to carry me out of the wedding.
You're making things seem like they happened worse than they really did. Are you sure you're not just imagining things now? If you think things like that are bad for you, then maybe you should go see a doctor for yourself.
If that was all an illusion, then it was all very real. But I know right now that my face is covered in cuts and bruises and is swelling really badly. So I'm going to have to go to the hospital and have it all cared for.
Well, if you're going, then I don't need to worry about you. Ask them to take a look at your head and make sure there's even a brain in there.
The tests have finally all been done on me, and now I'm waiting on the results. They at least told me that nothing serious is broken. But because my skin is really torn up, they asked that I take things easy for a little while.
I see.
You see? Chelsea, this was all your fault in the first place.
Oh, shut the hell up. It's not like it really even matters at this point. I just wish you would have broken something in your head and then you could have stayed in the hospital forever.
Chelsea, why did you choose to punch me? I even made sure that to not cause you any embarrassment, I wore a really done-up dress. And I didn't even mean to go up to his parents yet to introduce myself. So why are you treating me so poorly? If I caused you that much pain in the past, I will forgive you, but you have to explain to me why you did this.
Well, look, I already told you why, right? My husband is the son of a very famous family and a large company. He himself has a wonderful future ahead of him, and his family is all full of elite people. They're already all aware that I'm just some plain girl that graduated from a mid-level university, but if they learn that my mom is some dirty janitor, that would be the end of this marriage.
The end of your marriage? I don't think they would do that to you, though.
Well, the elite don't want to be anywhere near the poor, Mom. And I had finally found my way out of being poor and dirty, so don't you dare get in my way now.
So that's the reason you've chosen to hate me. And yet you don't even understand what I do for a living.
Come on. All you are is a stupid janitor, right? In other words, you literally smell of garbage. Do you really think that there are any people that want you in their family? And so, I'm going to tell his family that both my parents are dead and have been for a long time.
Huh?
It's much better to just tell him that you're dead instead of saying something like you're a janitor or something. And yet you decided to come here without telling me. Did you really think I was going to invite a janitor to my wedding? So, for coming uninvited, it was only right of me to hit you in the face.
All you are to me now is a complete stranger, then.
Huh? Oh, well, that helps out a lot then.
You're right. I'll no longer be around you anymore, and you'll never have to think of me as your mom again.
I never thought of you as my mom, though. Having to call you Mom all this time was the biggest pain in the butt ever. But now I'll finally never have to worry about that pain again.
Marissa, do you have time at this moment to talk? This is Marina Group's Richard.
Oh, Mr. Richard, thank you so much. I had just finished asking if it would be okay for me to contact you today. But there's a problem, right?
When I heard that there was something private the two of us needed to talk about, I knew what was coming. I'm so sorry for what has happened.
Oh, I don't mind at the moment. I'm assuming that with the privacy that this conversation has, you may have some questions about the whole matter?
Well, yes. To start, I would like to tell you that was my son's wedding yesterday.
I had assumed that was so. Congratulations.
Thank you, but I was made aware that in one of the tables showing family members, your photo was there. which is odd considering that the bride stated that both her parents were dead during her speech. I didn't want to think that this could be true, but are you Kelsey's mother?
Yes, that's right. And my daughter told me that she didn't want a janitor mother at her wedding. I didn't even go into the main hall where the actual wedding would be held, yet she punched me in the face anyway.
She punched you?
Yes, and thankfully, due to me having to clean around your office, you were able to see the condition my face is in.
She hit you that badly, though? If it really is bothering you to be at work with those injuries, you are more than welcome to take some time off.
Thank you for being so considerate. But I have some things that are going on that are making it hard for me to take any time off. And taking time off may cause some trouble for you, Mr. Richard. But be aware that I'm going to sue Chelsea.
What? Wait. Are you being serious? She's your daughter, though, right?
And that's the reason why I have to sue her. Now that she has her wonderful husband to look after her, she's forgotten about everything I sacrificed to raise her when she was younger. But in my eyes, I've always been so proud that she was able to find herself a man.
Everyone knows that you've taken such good care of Kelsey. Even when you were so busy with supporting her through your work, you were able to get to her school events.
And that was because I had people here to help make that happen. But perhaps that didn't make me a good enough mother for her. Chelsea used to be such a kind little girl to me. There were times she'd even hand-bake me cakes for my birthday to celebrate. Yet, now she's at the point where she thinks it's okay to punch her own mother. I must have messed up somewhere along the way that turned her into this monster.
And as for myself, seeing that she had become such a good wife for my son, I can't believe she would do such a thing. When I had first met her after she started dating my son, she always told me that she wanted to be my daughter, and that's what made me fall for her.
Chelsea, she's really changed now, though. And because of what's happened to her, I cannot let her get away with it. It's because she used to be my sweet little girl, that seeing her now with someone who's okay with violence has made me so upset. I cannot let her get away with that, Mr. Richard.
Marissa.
And on top of that, she now wishes for me to just disappear from her life. And so if she wants to think of me as nothing but a complete stranger, I'll do the same and forget that she was ever my daughter. I never wanted to have to think of her as someone beside my own blood, but because she's gone so far to show that she doesn't want me around anymore, I'll do as she wishes. Now Chelsea is nothing more than a complete stranger to me. Perhaps I should say she turned out just like me. After all, I was an awful mother to her.
I don't believe that you were. You gave your all to be the mother that she not only wanted, but needed, and that took a lot of sacrifice out of you. And so in this instant, what she had done to you is not something that can be forgiven. For the time being, I want you to rest and let your wounds heal. And so that you can have time off of work, I'll have someone in to cover for you, okay?
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Richard.
Just call me Richard, Marissa.
Thank you, Richard.
Hey, you hag! What the hell is this? What does it mean I'm being sued? It says there was a victim's report sent in by you?
Well, what you're looking at is just that.
Don't mess with me, you! Just because you're upset with me doesn't mean you can try and fight me now.
Well, I'd like to know who this is. I don't happen to be friends with anyone who's willing to call me a hag like you have, so who are you?
Huh? What's with that? You're being too distant.
You and I are complete strangers, so I don't happen to know much about you. Hence, me acting distant. And within that victim's report that you have with you, there's a breakdown off all the healthcare that I needed to receive for my injuries. And because there were cameras all over the reception hall for your wedding, I have plenty of evidence.
Having to listen to a janitor tell me they're the victim of anything is gross. Hurry up and get rid of this crap.
I will not be doing that.
Well, if you like, I can pay you out of court. Unlike you, you useless hag, I happen to be quite the generous person. I have lots in savings, and so I don't mind handing you a little money to shut you up. So, tell me what you like.
You must have a lot of money then.
I'm a celebrity now, so my money is endless. And unlike me, your life cleaning up garbage must be painful every single day. You have no money to play with like me.
But unfortunately, I believe that your money isn't going to last much longer.
You are such a sore loser, and it's making me sad. Have you not realized what's happened to you yet? You witch! You started telling my husband all sorts of weird crap now. You're a freak. I'm going to sue you now.
If you want to try suing me, go right ahead. I just happened to tell your husband the whole truth surrounding us. I let him know that his wife is totally fine with punching her own family.
And that's what makes you a freak. You're trying to ruin my image. I am not some kind of monster that just likes to punch whoever I see.
But you punched me without any restraint, right?
And that's because you messed up by coming to my wedding without even being invited. You're a low-life janitor, and you came to that wedding to try and take the spotlight away from me, right? And so me punching you was to protect myself. I never just go around punching my family or anyone else.
But it turns out that your husband trusts me over you.
Huh?
Your husband really is a kind man, isn't he? When he heard that I was his mother-in-law, he was so happy and spoke to me like he was family. He even called me Mom, and that just warmed my heart. And when I saw his smile, I just didn't know how I could have ended up with such a caring son-in-law.
Well, you and I are just strangers now, so he's not your son-in-law.
That's right. But in only a little longer, you and him will also be nothing but strangers.
What are you talking about? That man loves the hell out of me. There's no way we'll ever get divorced from each other.
That's what you'd like to think, right? But when he sees the evidence of you punching me, like those recorded videos, and when he sees how you've always texted me, he might just lose all his love for you.
You're going to show him? Our conversations are supposed to be between you and I.
Oh, I've already told him, Chelsea. And all of this is evidence to you assaulting me. And just as I've told your husband, I've told the police about everything, and soon you'll be taken into their custody. I told him that he's totally fine to continue the process of divorcing you while all that happens. Your husband may be the kind of man to be generous and loving to everyone, but he can only spread that love so far when there's someone who has turned themselves into a monster. He doesn't even care that I'm a janitor. He's worried about the fact that he's married to a woman that chooses violence over anything else.
In this day and age, evidence can be faked. And you know that when choosing to trust his wife over some random old lady, he'd choose to trust me. And now I'm going to go around telling everyone that a crazy old hag has been making things up about me and that it's ruining my reputation.
And that will only work if people choose to believe you.
This is all your fault. It's your fault that he wants to divorce me now. You're a frickin' plague.
I can see that you're in a lot of trouble now, but what happened to the confidence you had before?
Shut the hell up, you hag. It's because of all the needless crap you brought up that my husband went and started looking deeper into me.
Right. He was able to see that in college you and other men would always get into problematic relationships with each other, huh? I heard all about it from your husband. He said that you always chose to be violent with other people back then. Which is crazy because I never even knew that you'd been beating up people back then when you were away at college.
But in those instances, I would give them some hush money and things would end there. So don't use all of that to ruin my image now.
The fact that I never once noticed that you've been causing all that trouble then really goes to show how bad of a mother I was. But now knowing that he's willing to divorce you over all of that, I'm happy.
Shut the actual frick up, you whore. You tried to take away my happiness. You're the worst of the worst. Are you not saddened by all the pain you've caused your daughter?
Of course, I had always wanted my daughter to be happy, but I never had a daughter that wanted her mother to be happy. And don't worry, because I'm not your mom anymore, just like you've been asking.
Dad, help me please. My mom has a grudge against me now and is making up lies. Can you please tell your son to not divorce me at least? You told me ever since I became your daughter you've been so happy, right?
I'm sorry, Kelsey, but I already know everything.
And everything that you know is that woman's delusion.
Her delusion? But I had seen the face of your mother after you had punched her in the eye. Do you really think that I could see that as a lie for the type of person that you really are?
Huh? Why did you see my mom when she's only a janitor?
Of course, it's surprising to think that a CEO would be aware of all his janitors like I am. But Kelsey, your mom and I, her and I go way back, Kelsey.
Her and you?
Yes, your deceased father was my close friend, and I think I remember once seeing you at the funeral for him, although you were a lot younger then, and you were crying the whole time, so I never really had a chance to confirm who you were.
I remember the funeral. And I remember a man standing right in front of his grave after he was buried that cried and cried all day. Was that person you?
He was me, and that's why your mother and I have been close ever since. But she never once thought of getting married again, instead sacrificing everything of hers to make sure that she could raise you right. And since I was so close to her husband, I made it my goal to support her as she raised you, even to the length of giving her the job that she has now. And that job is the one that you keep on making fun of her for.
But isn't being a janitor one of the dirtiest and lowest jobs out there? I bet the only reason you gave her that job is because she was too stupid to do anything else, right?
Do not make such claims about your mother or I. And although you can't seem to understand it, I can see that your mother is one of the most important people around.
Huh? There's just no way.
Are you sure? If you'd like to come and give being a janitor a try for this company, we'll see how hard she works to keep everything going smoothly here. She's amazing with all of our cleaning techniques, and at the moment, because of those reasons, she's the manager of the Marina Group's janitors.
Huh? That woman is the manager?
Yeah. She's always been making sure that my headquarters is looking perfect. And so now I have her managing all the other janitors and making sure any new hires are trained properly. She's even willing to do tasks outside of her job requirements, and everyone here respects her for that. Not only as her CEO, but as the man who's known her for so long, I think that she is one of the most amazing women to have ever entered my company.
That can't be.
You made it clear that you hated her for her career, and that you never wanted her to be your mom because you couldn't see all the work that she put in for you. In other words, you've been making fun of and hurting the woman that I promised your dad I'd keep safe and support. I cannot let my son stay married to anyone like you, and so this is the end for you.
You're wrong. I never knew that my mom was doing that amazing at her job.
Even after all you've done to us, you still want to try and make excuses? I don't want you anywhere near my son or your mother. If you do ever come near them, I'll have the police called and you taken to jail.
Wait, Dad, please listen to what I have to say about this. Mom, help me! Right now, I'm in court for the divorce, and it looks like all those other men from the past want to sue me now. And because of the victims report you handed in, my life is going to be pretty much over.
And that's what you had been wishing for. I never planned on taking that report down. And now I'm going to make sure that you pay me a settlement as well as pay for all my medical bills, so prepare yourself.
But I don't have that kind of money on me. Please forgive me for whatever I did.
I will not. I have a responsibility to make sure that the daughter I raised is properly punished for the way she's acted. And now that you've gone and told me I'm not your mother anymore, I will not go easy on you. Now I want no more messages coming from you anymore. You are just a stranger now, so acting this way is extremely rude to me.
Wait! Hey, please come help me. I'll do anything for you. Somebody come and save me.
After that, Chelsea was told that she would have to pay a settlement to quite a few people, but on top of that, she would also have to be on parole for a year. She was not happy about hearing that from the judge and tried really hard to run from them, but she soon realized that the police were all around her. That didn't stop her though, and in an attempt to get around them, she punched one of the police in the face, only to be tackled by 3 more and dragged out of the courtroom. For 6 months after that, she had to serve time for assaulting an officer, but was released early and placed on 2 years of parole.
However, getting out of jail was not easy on her, and she still has to pay off all the settlements, which she chose to borrow a lot of money in order to do so. But even without the stress of the settlements themselves looming over her, she now needed to pay off the money that she borrowed. So now she's working day and night at a couple of different places, trying her best to make all she can. But because of the way she treats everyone and acts within the building she's been working in, she's been demoted to being the janitor in all of them. She has now learned that there's no good side or bad side to being a janitor, and that it's all up to the person in said position to make a good or bad name for themselves. I know that she has to work long days making whatever money she can, but I hope, as my last wish for her as her mother, that she will one day find a way out of having to work so much and can go back to a normal life where she has time to breathe. As for myself, I can see that even with all I gave trying to raise her right, she still turned out far worse than I could have ever imagined. But as a lot of my friends around me have said, I cannot blame myself for raising someone that was never willing to respect me in the first place.